Well, hey there, Purple people. You're just in time for another Purple Gang toy review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the, is it Mety Toyz, Memory Toys, Hero Toys, World of Warcraft 112, Murloc, the blue variant. But I like to think of him as the purple variant. At any rate, let's get started. Whoa! So this here is a production photo. As you can see, it says Hero Toys here. It shows the contents of the box. Another production photo of this variant, the blue variant, as they call them. I call them the purple variant. Look at those feet. Look at those hands. But hey, let's take a look at the box. So from the front of the box, you can see the Murloc. You see the Hero Toys, Mety Toyz. More foliage on the side here. The parts breakdown. A little QR code that I haven't investigated yet. Another picture of the Murloc. And yeah, again, I don't know if we're looking at Mety Toyz or if we're looking at Hero Toys. Maybe both. Why not both? Yeah, both. And so, looking at the contents of the box, we've got his little pirate hat, shell shield, chef hat, and there's little Mr. Murky, the Murloc, right there. And that's the contents of the first shell. And again, you may ask yourself, man, why are you showing this to me still in the plastic? That's because I lose stuff, people, like that spear at the bottom. Didn't even notice that when I was describing what was in there to you. And the second tray, we got a fork, we got a knife, we got a spoon, we got a fish, and we got 3 additional sets of hands. Go ahead and clue you in. It's going to be a theme of this video, but check out the paint apps on the fishy. They really did a great job on the paint. And it also comes with an additional spear. I'm not sure if that was accidentally included because it's not in the contents listing, but hey, another spear. I'm not going to complain. It looks identical to the one I have. And yeah, so check it out. There we go. Identical looking spear. Nice little metallic blue finish to the end. And let's go ahead and go through the parts. So as I mentioned, there's the pirate hat. This pegs into the top of his head. I'll show you how to do that. We've got a chef's hat. Also pegs into his head. I'll show you that as well. We got the fishy. I really did like this fish, y'all. Probably more than I should have. But check it out. It's got a nice little angry looking face there too. Then we got the shell shield. Complete with barnacles. Yeah, that's what it is. I wasn't sure if it was like the bottom of a boat, but it is actually a shell shield. So that's what we'll call it, shell shield. Then we got the regular shield, wooden shield. Now, the product description said this is what came with the blue, and then the green one got the shell shield. So I don't know what's going on. There's his little fork or spork, KFC spork. That's what he's got. And there's his knife. To me, it's got like a buoy style. I don't know. This is World of Warcraft. I'm not incredibly familiar with it, so maybe that's it. And then a spoon. I like the grain texture on the spoon. It's really cool how they did that. I didn't expect that level of detail, on this toy. And then, as I mentioned, the spears, I can't see any difference. I do believe them to be identical. And yeah, let's take a look at this hats. So how you do this, you pull out the peg, and I'll go ahead and tell you this from playing with the toy. When you go to put the peg back, make sure you grip it as low as you can to get that fin back in there so you don't possibly break it. And I'm actually going to need to take the second one off to get the pirate hat to set right. And then you just pop it in there right where you've removed the little fin. You just pop it in there and you can move it about because it's got kind of a swivel peg in there to get a little better seating on it. Here we go. And there he is. There's his little pirate hat. He's a little pirate. He's a murky little pirate. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Look at him there. Now let's check out Murky the chef. So just gonna pop this right in here. Come on, there you go. And there's the chef's hat. It's cool, I guess. Let's see, how do we orientate it? There we go. Yep. And yeah, this one doesn't sit quite as flush. It's probably me. It's probably the way I'm posing it, but I don't know. That's not my favorite look. But hey, to each their own. If you want a little chef fish person, then there you go. Murky the Murloc chef. And let's see how the weapons go. So this is the set of hands that came on it. And yeah, I mean, they've got a little flex in the plastic on these hands. And so, you don't have to like break your fingers trying to get the items in there. There's his little knife in there. So the shield, you can either change out and put like a grippy hand on there. Or actually, no, you could just plug it right in there. And then, I'm going to do it the lazy way. I'm not going to run his hand through it. But yeah, nice. He's shielded up just like that. There we go. Let's see how the shell shield works. So yeah, you could have his hand run through it and grip it, or you could just do it the lazy boy way, which is what I'm going to do. And boom, him's got a shell shield now. He's ready to go to war. Yeah, he is. Check that out. Do you not just love the face here? And there's a spoon. I guess a spoonful of sugar does in fact make the Murlocs go down. I don't know. I don't know. I don't watch those movies. I just yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's what he's looking like. That's how he's chilling. He's got his accessories. He's having a good time with them. I'm having a good time reviewing him. And how about we see his articulation? Boom. So let's see here. We got a little Murloc. T-post, no problem. His little head, yeah, he's got, up, down, side to side. Not a whole lot of down because of the thing, but yeah. He's got that chunky little neck that's his waddle or double chin or whatever that's preventing that. So he's got articulation at the shoulder and articulation at the front of the elbow. What's that? The crelbow. So it's not double jointed, but because of those two different articulation points, you get plenty of articulation. Single jointed legs. I'm not really sure why you would need more articulation, but it is in fact a single jointed leg. I did notice and let me shake it loose here. He doesn't have lower ab crunch, but up top, or actually that would be the ab crunch. So he doesn't have anything going down the lower body, but they give you so much movement between the head and the upper body swivel here that I think you're good to go. Those look like you could possibly pull them out, I imagine. His ankle rocker, actually, this moves pretty well. And a little bit of side to side. It is restricted a bit by the way they've cut the sculpt. Let's see if we can get a split out of this guy. Yeah, that's about as far as we're gonna get on a split with Murloc. But yeah, whoa, let's go Murloc. And how about some size comparisons, people? Because we want to see how the toy is going to look with other toys. Naturally, I had to go with the Plunderlings. I feel like this dude would absolutely party down with the Plunderlings. His paint apps are more of a gloss to theirs. Is got more of a matte finish, but yeah, he's having a good time with the old cursed idol and the other one whose name I can't remember. Let me know in the comments if you remember, talking about the red guy on the left. And since I had them here, let's go ahead and throw in a Plunder Long, I believe it's called. Had to borrow this from my son's collection, and shout out to Ishwar, from Ishkon. Hooked it up with this little guy, and yeah, of course he goes with him. And how about another size comparison? Oh, what do we got? Speaking of Ishkon, the 2024 D13 Purple Demon and the Double G Toys Purple Skeleton. Ooh, and what's that in his hand? Is that Rhaegor's dagger? Why, yes, I believe it is. So yeah, just grabbing random toys, just kind of show, how versatile this little guy is. They're your toys. Play with them exactly how you want to. And speaking of playing with them how I want to, we got a Ninian Infantry, we got the Dirk's Designs and Customs miniature vans, and we've got the Toylanta 2025 exclusive ATL 25 figure, giving you some more size comparison. So yeah, of course they tower over them, right? I mean, why would they not? They're mythic and cosmic legions figures, but I definitely I feel like he would fit in with the space vibes. I know again I don't know much about World of Warcraft, but I could see this dude partying up the forest, but I could also see him hanging out in space. That's how I'm going to play with him. And if you've watched a Purple Gang Gang review, you already know I can't bring a new toy into the house without introducing him to the fam. We got Van on the Armory Night, Jordan rocking that wizard gear, Jeremy Govier, Purple Demon, and Little Murky got the PGG heart. And of course, I know you peeped Richard Simmons over there on that Marvel Legends Nightcrawler body. Bam! And now we've reached the part of the review where I give you my final thoughts on the figure while you look at some of my photography. I didn't know what to expect from this figure. Again, I don't know much about World of Warcraft. I didn't know what a Murloc was. Actually had to Google it. But I absolutely was attracted to the photos and just the glossiness of the paint. He's like a cute little buck-toothed little fishy guy, right? What's not to love about that? Paint apps are banging. Accessories are plentiful. Price point was not bad. I really like what we got here. I think he's going to fit great into my collection. I recommend him, especially if you got to tie the World of Warcraft, which I do not. But if you just like interesting and weird toys, you definitely got to grab this guy. So in case you haven't guessed, from the sheer amount of, what happened here? Sorry about that, Plunder Long. I guess you shouldn't try and take his treasure. I was impressed as I was playing with him. I didn't really get any paint rub, which oftentimes you can get with these types of toys. Not really gonna take shots at the plunderlings, but that was an issue. Even that plunder long that I had in this review actually had quite a bit of paint flaking as I was switching out the parts. Didn't have any of that with him. I love the paint apps, love the glossiness, the joints just buttery smooth the way it moved. Really, I'm searching for something to complain about and I can't. So as you can tell, the Hero Toys, Mety Toyz, whatever we're going to call it, toys, Murloc, Murky, 112 scale, blue variant gets the Purple Gang Gang seal of approval. But hey, while I got your attention, did you know that we here at the Purple Gang Gang, we don't just do toy reviews. That's right, we also have a live stream. Before we talk about that, gotta hit that parkour. Boom, bang, bang. Yeah, so every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, on the very channel that you're actually watching this review, we've got the Purple Gang Gang live stream. You know, we have guests, we talk about toys, of course. We get into a little bit of shenanigans here and there, and we definitely give away toys. So hey, if you like this review, go ahead and hit the like button. We sure would appreciate it if you subscribe and share this with your friends and family. And definitely tune in to the Purple Gang Gang live stream every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Hey, Jordan, tell them who we are.
Purple Gang Gang.